All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all. Today is not a schedule for me to do podcasting, but as we promised you, we do podcasts from time to time, so stay with us. And if you don't mind, copy the link and share it with your friends in Facebook, Twitter, so we can get more people to listen and learn the truth. Uh, Lately, we have more articles, and actually yesterday, the Muslims, they made the prize of the Islamophobia winner. Now, it's really funny when somebody speak about phobia, especially when the one who speak about it is a Muslim. You know, if we count how many terrorist attack happened last year and how many people get killed by Islam, and why you are warned in every holiday from terrorist attack, which is specifically about Islam, and why we have to stay in security checkpoint in the airport for 2-3 hours before we go in the airplane because of Islam, and why if you just speak Arabic in the airplane everybody will be so worried because of Islam, and why if you hear in the news that there is a suicide bomber right away you think about Islam, and why when you hear the word beheading right away you think about Islam, and why when you hear stabbing in the street every Friday or so you hear about Islam, or you think about Islam. Why when you hear shooting in a place right away you think about Islam? All of this happening because Islam do those things. This is not a phobia. This is real. I'm not going to ask you how many thousands get killed last year or this year because of Islam, because that will be silly. I should ask you how many hundreds of thousands get killed because of Islam. I challenge anyone to show me one day go by, just one, 24 hours. You know what? 1 hour go by and not hearing of somebody killing somebody because of the cult, the filthy, ugly, disgusting teaching of Islam. How many Christians killed because of Islam yesterday in Nigeria, and the day before it, and the day before it, and the day every day there's a terrorist attack in Nigeria? How many Christians and Yazidi killed in Syria and in Iraq? How many in Iran? How many in Libya? How many in Algeria? How many in Morocco? How many in Pakistan? How many everywhere in the world, including the Western countries? And then the stupid idiot, the left, they sponsor an idea, it's called Islamophobia. Who is the one who did kill the journalist, the French journalist who drew the prophet of Islam, the scumbag of Islam? Is that a phobia? Who is the one who get insulted if you eat pork in the front of him? Isn't it, this is a phobia? Who is the one who when he see a Jew he go crazy because the Jews are pigs and monkeys? This is real or phobia, or the Jews are really pigs and monkeys and the Christians are pigs and monkeys? Who is the one who insulted by the cross and they want to destroy every cross in the world? Who is the one have a phobia, you idiots? Do you know that the Muslims, when they pray 5 times a day, cursing the Christians and the Jews? The first thing a Muslim he do in the morning is reciting the chapter of Al-Fatiha, which it says at the end of it, literally, oh Allah, don't make us like the filthy Christians, or that they say the lost Christians and the cursed Jews. Who is the one have the phobia? They start their day by insulting us. Who is the one who want to do beheading to the one who insult the prophet? Okay, I want to insult the prophet. People insult Christ. We never heard of a Christian holding a sign says, behead the one who insult Jesus. Who is the one who have the phobia? I mean, you see, people in the West, if you are from the left-minded people, you are sick and you are stupid and you are dumb. I remember just about a month ago or so, one of the women who she is left-minded as usual, who used to attack us for we are supposedly the Islamophobia, she was stabbed tons of time in the street and she was a breadnet by a beautiful loving Muslim. I mean, do you see who is the one who have a mental issue? Who is the one who is stoning women, beheading? If we type the word beheading right now, what the word will appear for you, what the image will appear for you? I'm not going to show you in the screen. You know what I'm talking about. If we search for the word beheading, who is going to appear? The Hindus, the Buddhas, the Christians, the Jews, or the Muslims? When the Muslim says behead, they mean it and they do it. It's very disgusting to see the stupidity of people in the West and the propaganda of the stupidity. And you know, in case you do not know, you left-minded people, you are the first to be killed by those filthy Muslims, those filthy Muslim terrorists. And even, by the way, somebody might say to me, not all Muslims are terrorists. Every Muslim is a terrorist. Every Muslim is a terrorist. Do you want to see the proof? Ask the Muslim. Ask your friend who you think he is a good Muslim who don't believe in terrorism. Ask him, do you believe that Muhammad was a good man? He will say yes. Do you believe in the Quran and the law of Allah? He will say yes. Okay, the Quran says kill the Christians, kill the Jews. Should I read some verses for you? Should I show you that Muhammad said, I'm going to expel the Christians and the Jews? I will do, here in this case, religion cleansing, not ethnic, religions cleansing. Every Muslim believed that Muhammad was a good man and we should follow him. And Muhammad, he says, kill the Christians, kill the Jews, kill the gays, kill the lesbian, kill the atheist, kill, and rape. So how you say to me, not every Muslim is a terrorist? You know what I'm talking about? If we go right now, let us show you some examples. Who is the Muslim? Who is the Muslim? Muhammad, he said in the Quran, you are the best of the people. You are the best. I'm not going to say this is a fascist statement because maybe he meant something. I'm taking it out of context. You know, you never know. So let us see what he meant by that. You are the best of mankind. All right. Let us see what Muhammad meant exactly. How a Muslim he is the best for mankind? What exactly the Muslim will do to the mankind? He will make an iPhone. He will make it traveling easier. He will make electricity cheaper. He is going to create something fancy, or he will fight cancer. No. Read with me. And this is not my statement, and this is not my translation, and this is not my book, and this is not my website. This is a Muslim website, and they are so proud about it. And if you are a donkey who do not know how to read, get lost. I'm not here to teach donkeys. You are the best of the people ever raised up for the benefit of mankind. Focus with me here. It says benefit, benefit. The Muslim, they put for you between two brackets the word benefit. Do you see the benefit? Let us see the benefit. I mean, this is amazing. So if I show you this only, this is what the Muslim do, by the way. The Muslim, they show you this part. Let me do it this way. The Muslim, they show you this part and they stop. You see, the Quran says The Quran says you are the best of people ever, raised up for the benefit of mankind. And you say like, wow, Islam want the Muslim to be for the benefit of mankind. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I mean, look, it's in the front of your eyes. Are you blind? They will not tell you what does that mean. They will not tell you what is behind this, because they want you to be stupid, and they assume that you are stupid, and most likely all the Western are stupid according to Muslims. But not anymore, my friend. We are here to educate them. Read with me. The best for the mankind. Now this is explaining what this sentence means in the hadith. Here is the statement. Here is the explanation of the statement. The best for the mankind are those who bring them with the chains around their necks till they embrace Islam. What the heck? I thought the Muslim will be the benefit, the best of the benefit of mankind by creating electricity, or giving us a free oil, or maybe they will be the most kind people, or they will be the most people who give it charity, or something like that. The best of mankind are the Muslims. And why? Because they will bring you like a slaves, as we saw in the news in Libya. They see an African poor man coming, they take him and they sell him in the market. They see an African woman walking by, we capture her, we rape her, and we sell her as sex slave. And then you filthy idiot, you speak about Islamophobia? Is that real, or are we making things up, or this is what Islam is about? What's wrong with people? What's wrong with people? Why people are blind? And let me ask you questions. Why we don't talk against the Hindus? Well, we are Christians, the Hindus are Hindus. We are totally different. We are 180% degree different, tradition, religion, everything. But I don't see the Hindu are a threat. I don't see the Hindu putting a suicide belt and going inside a school or a bus station. I never saw a Hindu shouting Maharaja Akbar or Hindu Akbar, and he want to kill people. When the last time we heard that a Buddha, he kidnapped some Hindus or some Christians or some Jews or even some Muslims, and he start beheading them? You see, even the story they speak about lately in Burma, it is the Muslims who started the attack. 35 policemen slaughter like sheep before the army do any movement against them. This is Islam, my friend. Islam is a sick, disgusting religion. When you say to me not every Muslim is a terrorist, then you need to ask yourself, do the Muslim believe in Islam? If he say no, then why he call himself a Muslim? If he believe in Islam, he believe in this garbage in the front of you. A person who believe in Islam, he believe in this. This is Islam. So don't tell me there is like, he is not the he don't practice. I don't care he practice or not. The day he practice, he will chop your head. He will work for it. Most of the Muslims don't practice. We knew that. But doesn't mean that they are not terrorists. You see, terrorism have stages. There is somebody he wish your death and he is not brave enough to do it. And there is somebody he pray for your death and he is not brave brave enough even to say the prayer in front of you. And there is someone he pray for your death and he work to do it and he do it. Did Muhammad, as an example, say kill the Christians, kill the Jews, kill non-Muslims? Yes. Even kill Muslims if they don't obey him. Death to everybody who don't agree with Muhammad, including the Muslims. If you have my book, The Deception of Allah, you will see how Muhammad, he ordered the slaughter of a believing Muslim man who was just doing nothing, just because Muhammad, he felt jealous. For this guy, every Muslim said he is a great guy. Why people don't want to see the truth? What's wrong with people? Let us see what how Muhammad give us description of Islam. Muhammad, he said, he been ordered to kill all mankind. The word here, uqatil, it's about order to kill, not just to fight. The word uqatil is coming from the word qatala, which means slaughter. So I've been ordered to slaughter all mankind. Until what? Until they say the shahada. What is the shahada? To say that there is no God but the scumbag Allah, and there is no prophet but the child molester Muhammad. And then if you say that and you pray as he pray and you pay you have to pay him money too. Not enough to pay to say there's a shahada. No, you have to pay him money. You have to slaughter as he slaughter. You have to eat as he eat. You have to wash your ass as he wash your he wash his ass. And then and only then I will stop slaughtering you. That is Muhammad. Do you see it? And this is a Muslim translation. This is not my translation. This is a Muslim translation, which is full of lies. I have been ordered to fight. They don't fight you by toothed stick. They fight you by sword, my friend. Which means I've been ordered to slaughter. I've been ordered to slaughter all the people, no exception. Tell what? You see, the Muslim, they lie to you. They say, oh, Muslims, we attack the one who attack us. Read it, Abdul, read it. Who is the dump here? Did Muhammad, he says, I've been ordered to slaughter until they stop slaughtering us? No. Did he say until they stop fighting us? No. Did he say still being unjust to us? No. Did he say still until they don't take our land? No. Till they say. The problem is about you saying. There's something you need to say. That Muhammad is the prophet, Allah is his God. And if they say so, and they pray like our prayer, and they face the Qibla, and they slaughter as we slaughter, which means you slaughter cows, you slaughter sheep, and you slaughter Christians, and you slaughter Jews. If you do that, then their blood and the property, Muhammad is a thief, will be sacred from me. Do you see it? Do you see it? This is the constitution of Islam. Ask any Muslim, do you accept what Muhammad is saying? He will say yes. He will not even discuss it. So what do you mean not every Muslim is a terrorist? This is the mentality of a terrorist. You don't agree with him, he will kill you. You don't agree with the terrorist, to convert to Islam, he will kill you. This is exactly who is Muhammad, and this is exactly the followers of Muhammad. You have to say as I say. You have to eat as I eat. You have to pray as I pray. You have to do everything as I do. Otherwise you are dead. And then the stupid ones, they will say to us that not every Muslim is a terrorist. So why you call him a Muslim? A Muslim who is the one who believe in this. Ah, you mean he did not do it yet? I don't care. A terrorist start first by believing and then later he do it. A terrorist always start from the point of believing on doing something before he do it. He don't do it and then he believe in it for it later. First they believe in it, and all the Muslims believe in this garbage. So if you have a brain of a donkey, this is not my business. But the truth is so clear. Even Muhammad, he said, I've been victorious by terrorism. By what? By terror. Read with me. You see, the Muslims, they give us false translation as usual, but still we can use it. I mean, to get Muhammad busted. It's reported that the messenger of the shish kebab Allah, the pimp who provide the Muslims a lot of vaginas if they kill us, the vagina provider, vendor, he said, I have been victorious. They translate the word here, the word victory, as helper, no problem. I've been helped by terror. He was victorious by terror. Who was saying that? Muhammad. He was not victorious by mercy. He was not victorious by being you know, nice and beautiful and good for everybody. No, he was victorious by terror. So when the stupid ones, they say to you that Islam is not ISIS, I mean, who is the donkey here? If Muhammad himself saying, I am the first terrorist. Muhammad himself, he is telling you how he spread Islam. He was victorious by terror. Yet you want to tell me that ISIS is not Islam? In this statement here, he was saying, I was victorious by terror from the distance of a month journey. Do you see how nice Muhammad is? People, they are terrified from the name of Muhammad. From a distance of a month journey. Who is the one saying that? Muhammad. People are not terrified from a distance of a month journey from ISIS. That means ISIS are a lot nicer than Muhammad. But Muhammad saying, I am terrifying person, I am a terrorist, and people, they fear me from a distance of a month journey. Why people, they fear him from a distance of a month journey? Is that because he is a nice person, loving, peaceful, merciful? Why? Why in the world somebody, he will establish fear in the heart of the people who live a distance of a month from him? And I'm not making an interview with someone. You might tell me this guy is a fanatic, he is not a good Muslim, he does not understand Islam. This is Muhammad himself. This is the biggest scumbag. Have you ever heard of somebody he believe in peace and love says, I'm going to expel the Christians and the Jews from their land? Why you want to expel them? Well, because they are Christians and Jews. Read with me. You see, no matter what you show people, you know, I bought a new keyboard and the stickers are, let's see, I'm trying to use to it. Where is the letter Z? Blah, 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 blah. I'm looking for a letter. You believe it? No, I found it. Okay. Oops, I typed it twice. Read. You see, Trump, he said we are going to stop temporarily the approval of visas from 6 Islamic countries because they have a war there and they have a lot of terrorist camps. The media, they made him Islamophobia. He won the prize of Islamophobia. President Trump was named as the top Islamophobia. The top. And they make articles about it and etc. and blah blah blah, you know. How come nobody says Muhammad have a phobia? Muhammad not saying I'm not going to give visas to somebody to come to my home. No, those are Christians living in their lands. This is their land. This is where they are born. They are not immigrants. They are not asking for visa. Muhammad saying I am going to expel them all. I don't want anyone here. Only Muslims. And this is why until now, as we speak, not a single Christian is a Saudi citizen. They allow you to come to work because they need you. They are stupid, dumb people who do not know even to build a house. So they have to import Hindus, Christians, Buddhas, because those are the ones who are skilled. The Muslims, they do what? They have sex, they have babies, and they sleep. And even Saudi themselves, they will not hire a Saudi, because you hire a Saudi, he come at 10 o'clock, he leave at 11. So if Trump is Islamophobic, for he said, for very legitimate reason, we have many Islamic countries we did not block, only certain countries because they have a war, and because ISIS controlling big part of the country, and they can send us between those travelers some people who really they recruit. So it's a very smart move, but even though it's not enough, because you know ISIS can recruit from different country. I mean, it's not really enough. It's not even like big deal. But Muhammad saying I'm going to expel the citizen of my land, which is not his land actually, just because they are Christians and Jews. Was Muhammad a phobia person, or he was a criminal? Where is the Muslims who speak about Burma, that the Muslim of Burma are expelled? The fact they are not expelled, they are not even from Burma. They are not from Burma, they are from Bangladesh. And the Burman government did not expel them because simply they are not from there. How come it is okay for the Muslim to expel non-Muslims from their land, but you cannot stop giving a visa for some countries providing you or supplying us with terrorists? I mean, do you see the double standard of the stupid, dumb, left-minded media, CNN and all the garbage? This is Islam. How come nobody says shame on you, Saudi Arabia, that until now, just 2 weeks ago, the woman, she is able to drive a car, and until now they are not able to get the driving license because they are making it so difficult for every woman to get a driving license. She have to give an approval from the parents, she have to give an approval from etc. She have to give approval blah 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 blah. So there is 100 paper to get before she can get the driving license. And they are forcing them to have a special driving, like a plate for their car to recognize them that they are females. I mean, have you ever heard of this? The women, she will have this different license plate. Until now, There's no citizen in Saudi Arabia unless he is a Muslim. You cannot be a citizen of Saudi Arabia if you are not a Muslim. If we go right now, let me search. Hold on, let me show you. I will show you the screen in a second. Do you know that in Saudi Arabia, because of their phobia and the phobia of Muhammad, there is signs in the highway, it says Muslims only? Have you ever heard of such a racist, filthy, hateful teaching more than this? You see, the Muslim, they used to talk about South Africa, that the South African, the racist regime, the white regime at that time, they used to have buses for the black and buses for the white, simply because they are racist. As simple as that. They are filthy racist. But this is how it is in Saudi Arabia until now. And this is according to Islam. This is not according to the regime of Saudi Arabia, not according to the king of Saudi Arabia, not according to anyone. It's according to Islam. Muslims only. For non-Muslims, do you see it? There's roads for Muslims and there's roads for non-Muslims. And if you go by mistake in the road which is going to take you to the Muslim road, they have the right to behead you. Why they are doing that? Is that a statement? Is that a culture? Is that the Quran says that, my friend? It is the biggest scumbag God, Allah, who said that. For sure Allah doesn't exist, which means the one who said that is Muhammad. If we go here in the Quran, we will find this. The Moon God book says that non-Muslims are filthy, dirty, therefore they are not allowed to enter this area. And this is why we showed you Muhammad. He said, I'm going to expel the Christians and the Jews. You see, the Muslims, when they like translate, they try to make the words look nicer. So look what it says. Truly the pagans are unclean. Imagine if I sit next to a Muslim and I say to him, don't sit next to me, you are unclean. Oh man, CNN, they will publish the news immediately. There's a guy, his name is a ChristianPrince, and he is a Christian, and he is obviously fascist, racist, hateful. He said to a Muslim, you are unclean. Every Muslim believe that we are unclean. Every Muslim. Every one of them believe in this. This is their holy, excuse my language, shit. I don't usually use those words, but today I'm, seeing the news, they make me upset. How disgusting Western media is. How come they don't see this? Why they are trying to fool you? Says Muslims are not hateful, Muslims are not, they don't discriminate anyone, Muslims are nice people. Okay, whoa. A Muslim, he believe in this. What do you think of this? A Muslim, he believed that his prophet is right to expel the Christians and the Jews. A Muslim, he said to you, I'm a Muslim. What does that mean exactly? It means he believe in this. This is what Muslim mean. He believe in whatever Muhammad said from the Quran or from his own statement. The Quran says we are the worst of creatures. The Quran says kill them wherever you find them. The Quran says humiliate the Christians and the Jews. The Quran, even Muhammad, he said if you meet a Christian or a Jew, humiliate him, spit in his face. You can go right now and search. There's tons of videos made by Muslims in their Islamic schools teaching their kids in Europe and in America that when the Christians, they are pigs, literally pigs. They are filthy. And the prophet, he forbid us from honoring them. They will say to you, oh, do you know that the prophet, he married Christian? He did not marry Christian, he raped Christians. And his first wife, she was not a Christian, she is a Nasara. And after that, all the women who come to his lap from the Christians or the Jews, either they are slaves as gift, like Mary the Copt, who she is a sex slave, or Safiya, etc. Those are women who he kidnapped them from their families after he killed their husband and their family and their father and their sons and the whole tribe. Isn't it Muhammad, he said, fight those who don't believe in Allah? Why he want to fight us? Because we are unclean, and because we refuse to accept him as a prophet. And he is telling you why he should fight them. You see, the Muslim, they lie to you. They say, oh, the prophet, he fight the Christians because they fought him. I never heard of Christians fought Muhammad ever. Where? When? It was Muhammad who sent a letter to the king of the Christians in Jerusalem at that time, saying to him, convert or else. It was Muhammad who said to the Muslims, attack the Romans so you can get the blondie women's. Attack the Roman, you get the blondie women, the yellow women. Muhammad here in front of you, he says why every Muslim should kill the Christians and the Jews, because they don't forbid what Allah forbidden, and they don't believe in the last day of Allah, and they are not forbidden what forbidden by the messenger. You see, until now there's no reason except believing in Muhammad as a prophet. This is the reason. Muhammad is counting for us what is the reasons to make him kill the Christians and kill the Jews. Count with me. Fight those who believe not. So number one problem is believing not. It's not about those who are fighting you. And then he count for us, they believe not in what? Allah, the last day, the forbidden, what forbidden by Muhammad and his messenger, and they don't acknowledge Islam. And you fight them until either they die or they pay the jizya with humiliation and being subdued. Do you see it? And then he give you more reasons to kill them. The Jews, they say Uzair is the son of Allah, but there's nobody between the Jews believe in someone, his name is Uzair, he is son of Allah. They don't believe in Allah anyway. And the Christian, they believe that Christ is the son of Allah, but the Christian don't believe in Allah, and they don't believe in such a garbage. We don't believe that Christ is the son of Allah. Allah is the moon god. That is Islam, my friend. The reasoning for killing us is in front of your eyes. A Muslim is a person who believes in this. Ask the most nice Muslim ever you met, do you believe in the Quran? He will say yes. Well, this is the Quran. We showed you from Muhammad's statement how he explained the Quran, that the best of you is the one who bring them with the chains around their necks. And Muhammad have a duty is to slaughter and kill anyone who don't believe in him, and he have a duty to expel them out of his land. In the Quran, Muhammad, he said in different verse that the religion should be only the religion of Allah, therefore we kill anyone who don't believe in that. Let's see. There is tons of places, but let us see this one. It will be enough. وقاتلوهم حتى لا تكون فتنة ويكون الدين لله فإن انتهوا فلا عدوان إلا على الظالمين. A Muslim, he will explain this to you. He says, I see, he's saying if they stop doing what they are doing, then there is no need to attack them. Fight them until there's no more religion except Islam. You see, the translation here is false. There's no other religion except Islam. And if they accepted the faith of Islam, then there is no need to attack them. So what is the problem? The problem is how we can kill everyone until we force them to convert to Islam and to accept Islam. The religion should be only the religion of Muhammad, and the prophet should be only Muhammad, and anyone else is forbidden. Look how you translate, how you change the translator in a second. The meaning change. We just click in different translator. Look, and fight them until there's no persecution is no more. What persecution? What this guy is talking about? This is false translation. Is no more, and religion is for Allah. What are you talking about? So he is saying that if there is another religion beside the religion of Islam, that's mean they are being unjust to him. The only just is to have only one religion, and that is the religion of Islam. And look who is the one who is fighting who. It is Muhammad saying fight them. But if they repent and accept Islam, then don't attack them. We attack them for very simple reason. You are not saying the Shahada yet. This is why we saw in different verses, if we go to chapter 9 verse number 73, we will see the same garbage. Muhammad ordering the Muslim to kill non-Muslims and even Muslims who he called them hypocrites. Why he called them hypocrites? Because those are not doing what he wants from them. So obviously he want to teach anyone, he want to give him a lesson that if you don't behave as I want, still I will kill you, even if you say Shahada. So if you go to chapter 9 verse number 73, you will see how the translation changed from 1 to 1. However, you will see it says it clearly, do jihad against those. Here the translator strive. The fact it says do wage jihad, wage war, jihad against the disbelievers and the hypocrites. Why we need to do that? Because we are Muslims. Our duty is to kill them all. Either they convert or they accept Islam. And we showed you that when Muhammad he said, and the Muslims agree, and they teach that, and they give the interpretation, saying that the best of mankind is the Muslims who bring non-Muslims as slaves and the chains around their necks till they embrace Islam. You don't embrace Islam, the chain will stay around your neck for the rest of your life as a sex slave, or a slave if you are an ugly male, or they might kill you if there is no use for you. This is Islam. So when they try to fool us and say Islam is not ISIS, they are liars. Muhammad is a lot more ugly from the most ugly member of ISIS. ISIS are a very nice Muslims. Actually, they are the best of the Muslims. But yet they are not Muslim enough to do what Muhammad used to do. In other way, they are not criminals to the degree of the biggest criminal, Muhammad. The Muslims get offended from pork, from a cross, from a music. Even music is haram. Have you ever heard of a religion says music is forbidden? Who is the one have a phobia? The phobia of music. Until now in Saudi Arabia, there's no theater. There's no theater. Hypocrite nation. Every Saudi he have a TV and he have a satellite and he watch porn in his house. But there's no theater. I mean, why if movies and theaters, why they have TV? You know what I mean? Hypocrites. So they are hateful, they hate you, and they call you filthy. But if you go right now and search for the top countries who search for sex with donkey, what you will find? Which country is going to be number one? America? It is Pakistan. Sex with a child or rape. Who is going to be the top? Let me show you the news which came in from Google, which is always a sponsor Muslim usually. Top search. I'm trying to remember what was the headline. This is the news. You can go on search for it. Number one people in the world who search for porn and sometimes stupid, sick, like sex with horse, sex with dog, sex with the goat, sex with the camel, sex with donkey, rape, sex with a child. You can choose any of those news websites. But nobody is religious more than them. I mean, those people are seriously religious. As we speak until now, the Muslim religious people of Pakistan, they were striking in the street to free a leader who is a terrorist, who killed many Indian Hindus in India. And they force the Minister of Justice to resign. They are very religious. The top porn researcher in the world is Pakistan, Egypt, Morocco, Saudi Arabia, Turkey. I mean, Pakistan is a top dog in search per person for horse sex. Like what? Donkey sex. Rape pictures. Rape sex. Child sex. I mean, I'm not going to count the rest. The top countries who search for camel sex, rape videos, child sex is the same countries. Google found that the top countries searching for sex-related sites, sex where Muslims, with Pakistan in the top, and the other Muslim countries are Egypt number 2, Iran number 4, Morocco number 5, Saudi Arabia number 7, Turkey number 8, etc. but they are very religious. I mean, Muslims are very religious people, you know, very extremely. Well, all the religion of Islam is based on sex and porn. Isn't it Muhammad who promised them that in the heaven of Allah you will have a penis which will never sleep? So why you will not, or I mean, why you think they will not search for sex and porn? All the religion of Islam is based on porn. The terrorists themselves, they die to get sex. I'm trying to find you a hadith. I can't find it. Yeah. Let us see. What kind of a prophet he promised? Let's see. Sometimes the search engine, I don't know why. Here we go. Muhammad taking a serious oath. There is no one whom Allah will admit to paradise, but Allah will make him 72 wives, 2 from the Houris and 70 from the inheritance, his inheritance from the people of hell, whom they have a desirable front passage, which means they have a nice breast, they have nice vagina. So like she open her legs and you say Allahu Akbar. Allah will not give you women they don't have nice vagina and nice breast. No way. I'm not sure about the back because he talked only about the front. Maybe the back is ugly. And then Allah, he guarantee you, my friend. I mean, you see here, Muhammad, he want to be sure that you are worry free about how you can do all those women. Okay, you promise me all those women to have sex with. How I'm going to have sex with them? A lot of women. So Muhammad, he wanted to complete his favor upon the Muslims. So he told them that Allah assure me that you will have a penis will never go sleep. And you are asking yourself why ISIS they do suicide bombing. They are not doing suicide bombing for the sake of Allah. They are doing suicide bombing for the sake of sex. That's the whole story. They don't care for Allah. They care for one thing: sex. Every Muslim, he have one concern, which is his penis. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. But I wish we have a Muslim to call us. Well, you know what they can say. I mean, we are showing them everything. And not to forget the Quran mentioned that you will have naked boys around you, women who they have nice breasts and nice boobs, you know, etc. It's endless. Even the penis is endless. Muhammad, he said that each one of you will be getting an endless penis. I mean, imagine your penis is in different galaxy. I mean, how stupid this promise is to have an endless penis. Endless penis وفرج يسع ذلك, which means a vagina fit for that. So they will match, don't worry. Because imagine if your penis is endless and the women, she have a small vagina. I mean, okay, what will happen now? Is going to go from the front, come back out from the other side? What the point? So Muhammad, he guarantee you that the vagina will be endless too. Oh, the go. In order for women to have an endless vagina, that means she have to have endless body too. And I mean here how thick she is. She have to be thick, endless thickness, because the penis is going, and this endless penis have to stay in. In order to make the penis stay in, you have to provide an endless vagina. But the vagina is not by itself is going to be funny if the vagina only endless but the body is small. This is how stupid Islam is. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? If there is any Muslim he wish to call. This is a prophet of God? Are you sure this is a prophet of God? I mean, how dumb a human being is to believe in such a garbage. So this man Muhammad is not only sick in his mind as a terrorist, he is sick with his imagination. His promises is a promises of a pimp. So don't be surprised that #1 countries in the world who search for sex with donkeys is Muslims, because they are dreaming of having penis like the donkey but bigger. And even the Muslim in the heaven, Muhammad, he promised him that if you wish to be pregnant, have you ever heard of a man being pregnant? How this will happen? He promised the Muslim man, if you wish to have a baby, you will be pregnant and you will deliver the baby in less, and the baby will be growing baby in less than an hour. In Arabic the word sa, now we use it as a word mean hour, but in the time of Muhammad it was like 15 minutes. Let me find the hadith. Muhammad, he did not leave anything behind. He keep giving the promises about, because what if the person he like to get pregnant, a Muslim man, Shabir Ali, want to get pregnant, what he will do now? When a believer want a child in paradise, he will conceive it and born and growing up in a short while according to his desire. The fact doesn't say that. This is a false translation. It says fisa, in the word real meaning of the word sa is 15-20 minutes. So if a Muslim he want to have a baby, he will be pregnant and he will carry the baby and he will deliver the baby, and the baby will be complete and born as a growing person in less than an hour, as he desire. Obviously Muhammad, he have a, if Muhammad is exist today, he will be the best producer for porn. Getting a man, not only that actually. What about Muhammad? He said that in the market, sorry, in the heaven, let me find you. In the heaven there's a market, and this market has nothing to buy or to sell except pictures of men and women. Let's see. All right, we found it. Look at this promise. Indeed, in paradise, there is a market which there is no buying nor selling except images of men and women. Images of what? Men and women. So what is the product in this market? This market have only pictures, images, and those images are images of men and images of women. So now the customer is who? Is a Muslim. Read with me. So a Muslim man, not a woman. So whenever a man, do you see it? A man desire an image, he will enter it. But hold on, the image of what? The images is images of men and women. Do you see it? The images are images of men and women, not images of women only. So if the man he desire an image, and that image can be a man or it can be a woman, he enter it to do what with it? How he will enter it? Those images, they will turn to be life when you enter into them and you have sex with whoever is in the image. And the images is not containing one picture, like pictures of men and pictures of women, but doesn't mean one man is in the image. It might be 10 men, and you wish that those 10 men, and you as a Muslim man, you like to have sex with 10 men. So you enter the image, and those men, they will do their best to satisfy your anus. This is a prophet of God. This is a prophet of God. In the heaven there is a market, and this market have nothing but images, and the images are porn, and those porn, they come to life. I mean, action here. Those images are kind of different images. It's not the Playboy magazine only. You see, Playboy magazine versus the Playboy of Muhammad. There's no competition. Muhammad will win because the Playboy magazine, the images stay images. The Playboy magazine of Muhammad, the images are not images when you enter them. They come back to life. So Muhammad is the first one who came with the virtual fantasy, but he claimed it is real. So you enter the market, and then they place in front of you a lot of images. Men, handsome men, tall, short, big penis, small penis, big balls, small balls. Like, what do you like, sir? Sir, what do you like? What's your name, sir? Sir, what do you like to produce for you? We have all kind of big, sir, and we have big balls men and small balls men. We have big penis men and small penis. What do you like, sir? What do you like? Big anus, small anus. What do you like? Can you please lower your voice, because I don't want my followers to hear me. I like kids. Do you have kids? I mean, how come Muhammad, he said images of men, but he did not add the images of boys? It must be a mistake. However, Muhammad, he fixed that in chapter 52 verse number 24. That is fixed there. It's in the Quran. But here in the hadith, it's speaking of images of men and women. This is Islam. Now, guys, those who they listen to us, if you really care for what we do, help me, please. You can cut my videos, make them pieces, and spread them around. Like, as an example, with this hadith, cut it off, make it a video by itself. I will be happy if you have tens of thousands of subscribers to your channel. I have no problem with that. I'm not like some people who like people to subscribe to them. I don't care who subscribe to me or not. I care how much we can share the truth. So I really appreciate those who cut my videos, make them small pieces based on topic, and put them in the internet again. All right. So today I don't have really we did not tell you about my broadcast is going to be today, but as I said before, subscribe so you can be notified, and be sure that your notification in YouTube is on. So when I go in YouTube without pre-dating time, you will be notified. Now, as you know, we have set up, or let us preset date for broadcast, which is Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30 p.m. New York time. So those are fixed date. We will be always here at 4:30 p.m. And during the week I do broadcast too, but this can be anytime. And the reason I do it this way, because I want people from different countries or different locations to be able to be with us live. As an example, right now it is early morning, or let's say morning time in Asia. Same time it is almost middle of the night in some places in USA. So by this we can reach to some people who we cannot reach to usually in the date we use in the 3 days we have, which is, as I said, Sunday and Wednesday and Friday. I want to say thank you guys for being here, and don't forget, if you care for what we do, you can support us. The link is down in the banner, you can see it. You can support us by helping us in our mission, and until I see you again very soon, God is willing, thank you very much, and may the Lord bless you all. And Islam is a religion of the phobia. They have the phobia of the penis, they have the phobia of the garlic, they have the phobia of pork, they have the phobia of the cross, they have the phobia of the Christians, the Jews, the Hindus, they have the phobia of the music, they have the phobia of cartoon, they have the phobia even of Mickey Mouse. Even Mickey Mouse, there's a fatwa in his head. Even Mickey Mouse is not safe because of the cult of the filthy religion of Islam. This is Islam, my friend, and we are here to expose it. Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and thank you very much.